everyone, my name is Kazi and today we are going to continue our chemistry chapter of metals and nonmetals of class 8th. So in this is lecture number 5 and you can get MCQs based on this lecture in the link in the description box below. So let's do a summary of the lectures from 1 to 10, from 1 to 4. So elements are divided into metals and nonmetals depending on their physical and chemical properties. And chemical properties have a lot of exceptions. You can see those exceptions in my video in lecture number 1. Link is in the description. But chemical properties have very few. Metals have a tendency to give electrons, while nonmetals have a tendency to take electrons. So let's see what are we going to learn today. So today we are going to see the uses of metals and nonmetals, and we are going to try some NCERT questions, and then we are going to wrap up the chapter. This is going to be the last lecture of metals and nonmetals. So let's see the uses of metals first. Iron. Iron is used to make machineries, automobiles, nails, nuts, and tools, nuts and bolts and tools, and railway tracks. So yeah, steel is a alloy of iron and it is used to make surgery instruments, cutlery, and some utensils. Let's see the uses of copper. So copper is used for making electrical wires, cables, coils of electrical equipment because it has ductility and conductivity. It is also used for making pipes, utensils, coins, electrodes, and medals. And let's see the uses of aluminium. You may have seen aluminium brought by many of your school friends. Their mother or father, who makes the food, used to wrap the food. Yeah, and it is also used in electrical wires and utensils because it has high conductivity of electricity and heat. It's also used to make aircraft parts, machine and vehicle parts, and furniture. Let's see the uses of non-metals now. Hydrogen. Hydrogen is used for synthesis of ammonia, which is like used in agriculture fertilizers, methyl alcohol, and welding torches. It is used in extraction of metals like tin, copper, tin, and lead. So let's see the uses of carbon. Graphite is modified carbon and is used for making lubricants, lead of pencils, electrodes in dry wells, etc. Diamond is a long chain of carbon and it is used in jewelry, saws, and drills. Let's see the use of sulfur now. Sulfur is used in manufacturing compounds like sulfuric acid and sulfates. It is also used in manufacturing dyes, fireworks, gunpowder, and in vulcanization of rubber. Vulcanization of rubber means to harden it. So yeah, let's see the use of chlorine and iodine. Chlorine is used as a disinfectant to kill germs and purify the water. If you have gone to a pool, you would have seen after your session is over, whole session is over, then they have a small break, and in that time they add chlorine to it. So any germs that would have gotten in the water would die, and the water would be purified. And it is also used in manufacturing bleaching powder, fertilizers, textiles, insecticides, and paper. Iodine is used for making medicines and disinfectants. It is also used in printing, inks, and dyes. So now let's go and see some NCERT questions with solutions. So for this I will go to another template. So yeah, we are back with NCERT questions and solutions. We are doing this because practice makes a man perfect. So let's see question number 1. Which of the following can be used can be beaten into thin sheet? So let's go from D to A. Oxygen is a non-metal and non-metals are mostly non-malleable. Let's cut that out. Sulfur is another non-metal, so let's cut that out as well. And phosphorus, non-metal again. So the answer is A. Let's see if our answer is correct. Yes, it is. So let's see question number 2. Which of the following statement is correct? All metals are ductile. No, there are some exceptions, of course. All metals are ductile. No. They are generally not ductile. And then generally metals are ductile. Yeah, some of them. Oh, sorry. Some of them have, some of them do not. Most of them do. So generally, yes, that's correct. D. Some nonmetals are ductile. Yeah, that is also correct. So the answer is C and D. Yeah. Let's go to question number 3. Phosphorus is a very dash non-metal. Phosphorus, as you may know, reacts very violently, so it is a very reactive. So let me write R for that. Metals are dash conductors of heat and dash. Metals are generally good conductors, so I'm gonna write G there, and heat and electricity, so I write E there for that. Iron is dash than copper, reactive than copper. Is iron less reactive than copper or more? As we may know, in displacement reactions, there was one that FeSO4, CuSO4 plus Fe gives FeSO4 plus Cu. That means iron is more reactive than copper. So I'm gonna write M there. And yeah, metals react with acids to produce dash gas. Metals react with acids to form hydrogen gas, so I'm gonna write H there. So the answer is A, reactive, good, and electricity, I forgot to write that, sorry. And C, there is more. D is hydrogen. Yeah, so that is correct. Let's go to question number 4. Mark the statements as true or false. Generally, non-metals react with metals. Yeah, sorry about that, there was a typo in it. Instead of metals, it is acids. So the answer is true for that, because non-metals generally react with acids, and sodium is a very reactive metal. Yeah, that is true. Right, T there. Here also T should be there. And then copper displaces zinc from zinc sulfur solution. No, that is not true, because copper is less reactive than zinc. So I'm going to write F there. Coal can be drawn into wires. No, that is not true. Coal means it is a long chain of carbon, and carbon is not ductile. No, it's not a metal, so it cannot be drawn into thin wire. So let's go to the next and see the answer. True, false, false. Yeah, so answer is correct. So let's go to the next question. So the next question is, we have to distinguish the properties as being a metal or non-metal on the basis on these properties. So appearance, metal are shiny, so I'm going to write S there. Non-metal, they are dull. D there. Hardness, yes, they are very hard, sure, because as you may have seen, iron is very strong. It is used in many machineries for that. And non-metals are not much, not that hard, so I'm going to write S there. Except there is exception, diamonds. Diamond is the hardest substance in the world. Still, yeah, it is a copper. Physical properties, exception. Malleability, metal malleable, so I'm going to write T there for true. Malleability, no, non-metals are not malleable. Ductility, yes, they are true. Heat conduction, yeah, that is true. Conductive electricity, yes, that is also true. So ductility is also false, heat conduction also false, conductivity is also false. So that these all are correct. All are F here for false. Yeah. I'm not able to write, sorry. So yeah, let's go to the next question. Let's see the answer first. It's shiny, dull, very hard, soft. True, false. Yeah, that is all correct. Let's go to the question number 8. Last question, I think. So yeah, let's match the following. Gold is used in jewelry, of course, as you can see. D. Iron is used in machinery. Yes. Aluminum is used in wrapping food, like I gave an example. and carbon is used as fuel in chulhas, as you may have seen. Copper, electric wires, mercury, thermometer. So that is it. uh, that is the answer. As you can see, the answer is correct. Let's see. I, D, 2, E, 3, C, 4, F, V, B, 6A. Yeah, that's also correct. So that is the end of this video and the metals and non-metals chapter. Please write your suggestions in the link in the description box below for which chapter we should start next. Please subscribe to Rising Cousins and like the video so we have the encouragement to go on. And also we have a Discord server and a Telegram channel, so you can go there, check that out in Discord. So yeah, we have a surprise for you in the Discord server, so you can go and check that out. Yeah, so thank you, have a great day.